Shalom, Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Udash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, so I got this video right here. I'm going to have this girl explain this phrase that Trump used called owner responsibility or farmer responsibility. She's going to explain it, what the program is, and then we're going to watch the video, the clip where Trump actually said it. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll grab some precepts.
So a couple of days ago, while visiting the new immigration detention center in Florida, reporters took the opportunity to question Donald Trump on this new program that they heard swirling about. The new program would allow migrants who are facing deportation to leave, but they would leave on a sponsorship. Basically, they'd be able to come back so long as they're being sponsored or basically signed up on a ownership of some type to the farmers or hotel company that they worked for. It's a pretty niche program, considering it's more in benefit for farmers and for those who are in other hospitality fields. But when questioned about it, Donald Trump admitted and said, yes, we are looking into a program that we are thinking of calling it ownership responsibility or farmer responsibility. In the scenario that Donald Trump described, ICE would be going to these farms, basically striking up a deal with these farmers where their migrants, their illegal migrants who would normally be deported, can sign up to be owned by the farmer or the hotel worker, whatever the business is, and so that they may return. They will not receive citizenship. They will, however, be able to pay taxes, and they would essentially be owned by the farmer. He tries to word it as they're just responsible for these workers, not that they own them. Is this your first time hearing about this? Because you could definitely go and find the clip on YouTube on CBS News. So now Donald Trump not only has the ability to deport those to countries outside of their place of origin, you understand, he's able to ship them anywhere around the world, essentially providing any of those countries with free bodies, free labor, right? Or they can sign up to agree to be owned by the employer that they previously were working for here in America, as long as they want to stay in America.
Yeah, so we're just going to pause it right there. So she explained it thoroughly, and that's exactly what he says in this clip, basically. And let's keep it a stack. That's slavery. Trump, if he could, he would just put us all back in the chains, the elite, whatever. But of course, they know they can't do that, and that's the whole purpose of this microchip, the mark of the beast. It's for total control, total power, full and total ownership, really over the entire world. But at the end of the day, you have Edomites, mainly I'll say Edomites, that own these huge farms. They're the farmers. So you have these, we'll just call them what they say, illegal migrants over here. That's mainly northern tribe, and Trump is like, look, we need them. We need them for our farms, so let's keep them. But we're not going to give them citizenship. However, if they want to stay, they can sign up for a program, quote unquote, a sponsorship, quote unquote, to be owned by the farmers, to be owned by these so-called white people. That's slavery. That's what that is. Now, let's watch the clip where he actually said it, and then, just for proof, of course, and then we'll grab some precepts.
They've right back. Can you give us, you've discussed somehow a program of people leaving, on a sponsorship and coming right back. Can you give us a little more detail about that and why, in the view of some hardliners, it's not amnesty?
Take care of our farmers and hotel workers and various other people, and we're working on it right now, and Ron's going to be involved, and you're involved already. So we have a lot of cases where ICE will go into a farm, and these are guys working there for 10, 15 years, no problem. The farmers know them. We're going to put, it's called farmer responsibility or owner responsibility, where they're going to be largely responsible for these people. And they know these people. They've worked on the farms for 15 years, and all of a sudden So I have a great, Ron does, Christy does, we have a great feeling for the farmer and for others in the same position. And we're going to give them responsibility for people. And we're going to have a system of signing them up so they don't have to go. They can be here legally. They can pay taxes and everything else. They're not getting citizenship, but they get other things. And the farmers need them to do the work. Without those people, you're not going to be able to run your farm.
I think you've discussed.
So instead of giving them citizenship, because he just claimed, he admitted we need them, right? The farms can't run without them. Even though things are fine right now, no. We're not going to give them citizenship. We're just going to sign them up for a program. Now they can be here legally and they can pay taxes. Oh, wow. They can be here legally, they can pay taxes, but they're still not citizens. We're not giving them citizenship. They're owned. You are only here because you are owned by the farmer, because you are owned by the hotel. And that, my friends, is slavery. That's slavery. And that's what they're doing. If this world will progress, then these Edomites would do their best to put us all, of course, to make sure all of us are chipped and to put us all back in chains. As much as they could, at least, because they still need their workers. But this whole idea that you have these migrants that are going to be here and they're going to be happy and they're able to be citizens, woo! It's nothing but power. It's nothing but for the purpose of total control by Esau Edom. Because things are running well. They're doing okay. Anyway, that's the clip. And now what I want to do is grab some precepts. Really main two. Psalm 73 verses 8 and 9. It says they are corrupt. Now this is talking about the wicked. So we saw some of the actions or the policies that they're writing in power. And now the Bible is going to describe them. The wicked. It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. So when it comes to oppression, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, we're looking out for you. This is what we're doing. It's for your own benefit. Not only ours, it's for your benefit as well. You can pay taxes now, like a good citizen of the United States. But you won't be a citizen, but you can pay taxes. Yeah, that's speaking wickedly concerning oppression, and that's speaking loftily. Verse 9 says, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. When your tongue walketh through the earth, that means you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Of course, they're able to write different policies into play. America has majority voting power in NATO. So they're just all throughout the entire world just doing whatever they want. That's the wicked for you. That's the wicked, which are the Edomites. And the Edomites are the so-called white, so-called Caucasian, so-called European race living today. That's who the world was given to, according to Job 9 and 24. And now the Lord is just giving us example after example after example in order to be able to identify the wicked in these end days. Let me grab Psalm 64. And start at verse 1. It's a Psalm of David. It says, hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that's exactly what this is. Yeah, we hear about certain meetings here and there, but at the end of the day, there are so many meetings and backdoor deals and under the table meetings that these people are having that we have no clue about. Now, because we have the Holy Spirit on us and we have the understanding of the scriptures, then we're not ignorant of these plans. Like the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. However, it's not pushed out there in the open. But we see clips like this and we can infer, we can take an educated guess. Okay, yeah. We know because of Esau's history, how he's described in the Bible, X, Y, and Z is what he's really planning on doing. This is his true motive. These are his true intentions. We can say that. Verse 3 says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And we just saw an example of that. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And the perfect represent the Israelites as a whole. But in these days, it's starting, and it's really only the elect. Now, verse 4 says they shoot in secret at the perfect, meaning they do these things discreetly. Yeah, they're going to be able to sign back up. They can sign up for a program, and of course, man, come here, stay with your family. Come here in good old great America, but you won't be a citizen, meaning you won't have certain rights. What happens if something is going on at the farm or at the hotel and you're not being treated fairly, you're being abused somehow, physically, verbally, who knows? You're not able to get a lawyer. You're not able to, sue or try to seek after your own personal rights. You can't do that because you're not a citizen. But you can pay taxes, though. Good for you. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So they don't care. They don't care about any repercussions. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And of course, they're not considering that the Lord sees and knows all things. But we know that. So we're not marveling when we see certain things. We understand that the Lord is going to rise up and he's going to be the one to get vengeance on our behalf. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do is just keep preaching, keep making our videos, keep going out there on the street, staying in the spirit, repenting. And ultimately, that's how you wait properly on the Lord. That's it. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, meaning they are meditating on this wickedness. They're meditating deeply every single day. What's the new plan that they can do to keep Jake down, to continue ruling, to have total power? And the end all be all that they came up with is the mark of the beast, the microchip. And the Lord gave them that idea to fulfill prophecy, obviously, right? But our job is to notice these things, report on it, and to use wisdom, to be circumspect because we know Esau's true intentions. But that's it. Don't want to make this too long. Just grabbing those two precepts, quoted a few others. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.